Roughrider Pride!
Hello everybody out there in Rider Nation. Roughrider guy here. Been absent for a bit, was up at the Candle Lake trying to catch some fish on a long weekend. Gets a little harder in the middle of the summer. Catch the fish I like pickerel, and they head to the deeper water. So they're a little tougher to catch, but we managed to find a few anyway. Not much internet up there, so couldn't get on to keep up with the Roughrider news. Managed to see the game though, and as you can see, we've got the green back on here, and we're in win mode. We're on a streak of 1, and that wasn't easily obtained. Every one of our games seemed to be nail biters. Bad for my blood pressure. I just wish one of these games we could run away with it. Doesn't seem to happen. It was a pretty close game. It looked like we had her under control for a while, and the first half and into the third quarter, but then the offense started to stumble and cost us some points. Bad field position and really bad 3rd and 1 gambles. A lot of people I read that didn't really like the decision Dickie did with gambling deep in our own end at the end of the game there. With can't remember how much time was left. My thinking on that play, I said right away, way to go Dickie. If you can't get 1 yard in the CFL when you are allowed 1 yard on the line of scrimmage, you shouldn't be in this league. You know, you're in the league, but you're not gonna win. You've got to be able to make 1 yard in the CFL when you need it. Just, as far as I'm concerned, anytime we need 1 yard, you know, unless we're a mile up, I'd be going for it. Nah, 1 yard, I'd be going for it. You should be able to make that. So I'm all for it. Turned out we didn't, and a lot of ways to look at it. If we'd have punted, maybe we'd have they'd have got the ball maybe at the 50-55. Then what? There's not much time left, and now the defense has a big field to protect, and they can maybe run the clock right down. Even if they only get to the 35 or the 30, then they can kick the field goal at the last minute. With them given the short field, they either have to get in or kick the field goal quicker. So it worked out good for us. Yeah, special teams finally got us decent field position on the comeback on the last play there, and Fine got us just enough yardage for Lawler to make a nice 53-yarder to win the game. Real nail biter. One player that really I couldn't believe, they picked him up over a month ago. That was that Stearns. Unreal. He really got out in the open, and Fine found him quite a few times, and comes out of nowhere, and he was the receiver that seemed to get open. There was many a play though, Fine, you know, let the receivers run their patterns and they were blanketed. You know, you're not going to be able to get them the ball when they're blanketed. And then the exact opposite. Guy's wide open, and I don't know who the hell Fine was throwing to. Like, he improved this game. I'll have to admit, he improved this game enough for the kid to get his first win. I was happy for him. But the second half, really sputtered. He threw a beauty to Baines, and Baines made a hell of a hard catch, over the head catch, but touchdown. Unreal. I almost fainted when we scored our first touchdown when Morrow got that one in. And the O-line played satisfactory as far as I'm concerned. Fine had was rushed lots of times. He didn't give up any sacks, but also didn't get very much of a running game. You know, that doesn't help the kid back there either. You know, if you can establish some kind of running game, you know, it gives your passing game a lot more opportunities. I'm sure he'll get the start next game. He did enough to show some improvement. If he can keep improvement in each game, could get to be a hell of a quarterback. You just never know. And talking about next game, really nervous about that. We got the Montreal Alouettes. We're going down to Montreal to play the Moss and Cody Fajardo, and they got Sean Lemon back. He'll be raring to go again. Cody though, he's hurt a bit. I know he took a hell of a hit by, I think it was even, might have been Simone Lawrence again, but he when he rushed him, he knew when he rushed Cody, he knew that Cody likes his spin to the right. He didn't even bother going right at him. Caught him right in the spin and bang, knocked the ball loose, and big turnover. Rushers get to know what quarterbacks like to do and how to get out of it. And Cody, he's got that one move, and he'll be ready to roll. I don't care how hurt he is. He'll be playing on next week. It wasn't his throwing shoulder, it was the other shoulder he got bashed into. So I don't know if it hurts when he's throwing, but he's not practicing right now. And Montreal has a super running game. One of the best running backs in the league. He's rushing for around 100 a game already. I really like him. He's a hard-nosed runner. And our runner, they seem to be sticking with Morrow no matter what. They didn't even put Hickson in there, which was my preferred runner. He is a power runner, but he hasn't gotten any playing time whatsoever, just the odd play. Morrow's only had the one decent game. Like, I know you need holes, but if there's no hole, you have to be able to have the skill to bounce it outside and break one tackle. He only had the one game where he did that. Well, when the starting rosters come out for this next game, I'll get another video going here, hopefully. Been busy times here in the garden and stuff. It takes me a while to do these videos up. But we're 4-4. That sounds a hell of a lot better than 3-5. Hopefully we can stay with a winning record here and beat Montreal, because years past you could sort of guarantee that you'd be one of the West teams would be coming out of the East, but that's not the case this year. The East is as good, if not better, than the West this year overall. So there's no guarantee a West team's going to be coming out of the East this season. But it's sure cooled down here in Saskatchewan. Fall weather's upon us here. Well, I'll get back to you as soon as I know what the starting lineup is and for next game here, and who Montreal is going to have going against us and who we're suiting up against Montreal. But it will be a tough game to win as far as I'm concerned. Montreal has a really good defense, and we're going to need to score some points. Anyway, till next time, go Riders go.